Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Patrick, and today I'm going to work on my Subaru WRX. Today I have the Diode Stage Series 3 LED pods. They were so kind enough to send me out a brand new set of them, and today I'm going to show you how to quickly install these by taking off the front bumper on the 2015 and up WRX and STI. And it's a little bit cold out here today, so I'm going to do this as quick as I can, and then we're going to show you the difference between the stock fog lights versus the LED pods. Alright, so first thing we have to pop the hood. Once you have that open, you're just going to take off 6 10mm bolts and then 5 retaining clips, and then I believe there's 9 retaining clips on the bottom, and then there's 1 on each wheel well. Once you take those off, then we can take the front bumper off. Alright, so I don't know how many times I've mentioned this whenever I do these kind of projects. If you guys don't have one of these little pry bars, seriously, just pick it up. It's like $5. It makes taking off these little retaining clips so much easier. You don't even have to use a flathead screwdriver or anything. It'll just come off with ease. So pick one up. Alright, now that we have all of the 10mm bolts and retaining clips taken off, we can take off this little gasket for the front bumper. So we're just going to lift it up. Just place it right here for now. And make sure you don't lose all of the clips and bolts, because you're going to want to put them back in whenever you're done. Alright, so once we have all 9 retaining clips off of the bottom of the front bumper splash guards, now we're just going to take off the front bumper, and then we can get access to the fog lights. Alright, once we have the front bumper taken off, make sure you don't pull it too far, because all the connections are going to be attached to the car, so you don't want to pull out any of the wiring harnesses or anything like that. So once we have it sat down on the ground, we're going to unplug the old fog lights, and then we're going to install the new ones. Alright, to make this easier on myself, I'm going to take off both the fog light bulb, and then we're also going to take off the turn signal. So we just have to squeeze the center tab here. It should just pull out just like that. And then we'll do the same for the other side. Okay, now that we have all the harnesses removed from the car, we can just take the bumper and then just pull it away. Alright, so we got the first one on. So we have the LED pods, and then to compare it to the stock fog lights, here is the stock fog lights. What you want to do for this step, you want to take off that screw as well as that Phillips screw. And then careful you don't lose these 2 screws and their gaskets, because you're going to reuse these for the Diode one. So once you have those unscrewed, you can just turn it, and then these will come right out. Here's all the hardware that it comes with. So you're going to take these 2 little nuts, and you're going to put the little gasket side on the inside of the fog light. There's actually 2 little spots, one right here and one right there. You're just going to drop them down into. So once you have those in, you're going to put your washer on your bolt, and then you're going to put your bracket on top of the fog light. So you're actually going to point these downward, and the instructions say when you have the fog lights on to angle them just slightly, so there's just a little bit of gap at the bottom of the fog light. So I'm going to keep the SAE on the bottom. We're just going to tighten this down. If you're looking at the side of the fog light, you're going to push the top forward just a little bit, so it's just a little bit off-centered. Once I have all the hardware in, I'm going to use a little set of pliers to tighten these nuts up so they don't get loose or fall off. Then we're going to get these fit back onto the bumper. Okay, so once you finesse that in a little bit, then all you have to do is just put back in your bolts, and then we're all set. Alright, and then once those 2 screws are in, just give it a good tug, make sure it's not moving. And then we want to put in our fog light harness. We're just going to take this side. The tabs are actually going to match up with each other, so you're going to have this upside down here. And then you should hear a little click. Alright, so just make sure that the harnesses are plugged in correctly and the fog lights actually come on before you put the front bumper back onto the car. Now, since all the lights are working, we're just gonna do a quick time lapse of getting the front bumper back onto the car, and then we're all set. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching my install video. Huge thanks to Diode Dynamics for sending me out a set of these LED pods. They look sweet on the car, especially at nighttime. This was the sport model that's available in either yellow or white, and I believe there's also a pro model that's double the output versus the sport model, so definitely check out these on the Diode Dynamics website. I'll put the link in the description below. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more adventures.